First, you're going to start by rolling out your clay. Once you roll out your clay, you want to make them into small circles. Do this by using a small circle template. After that, you can use your scissors to cut it out, and then use your fingers to smooth out all of the edges. Repeat this process for however many you're going to be making. I'm going to be making a few at this time. Next, I'm going to be using my mold here that I used with scrap polymer clay. Just a little tip, use 100% cornstarch baby powder so that the mold will not stick into the clay. I find this works very well. Make sure that you cover the whole surface inside the grooves before each time that you use. Now you can just push it inside your mold again and again and repeat this process for however many you plan to do. Now that you've got all of your waffles done, you can go ahead and start the shading process. For the best results, use chalk pastels, also known as soft pastels. To get started, I like to use the yellow first. I'm just going to go in with a small bristle brush and I'm going to put it all over inside of the squares. I'm going to go ahead and speed up this process while I finish the rest of the waffles that I have here. Then I'm just going to take a large blending brush and I'm going to blend all of that color out. I'm also going to add a little bit more yellow to it just to make it look a little bit more of a yellow base. Next, I'm just going to go in with my burnt umber. I like to do this around the edges. You can add a little bit as well in the center. This just helps give it a little bit more of a color pop and also a toasted look. You want to make sure that you blend out your color, and you can go back in and add a little bit more yellow once you are ready to blend it out. We're going to just take that burnt umber and go around all the edges and all the way around the face. And then I also like to take some orange and do the same thing with the orange. I just like to go around the edge, and then I like to add a little bit more in the center. Now I'm going to speed up the video and I'm going to do it on the other ones as well. Now this one you have to be a little bit careful with. It is really dark. I just like to add a little bit of brown spots inside, and I don't make them very dark. It's just to add a little bit more of a crisp look. Now that you've completed all the coloring of the waffles, you can go ahead and start wrapping them. I'm going to use this 3D printed model that I made with my 3D printer. You can use anything that has a triangle shape. And then you're going to just take some liquid polymer clay and you're going to place it directly on the sides. You want a good amount here because you want to make sure that it's going to stick. Hold it down for a few seconds. And then you're going to flip it and you're going to smooth out the inside. You're not going to smooth out the outside because you'll ruin your cone, but you're going to smooth out the inside, and then you're also going to add some liquid polymer clay here. Then I'm just going to take some clay and I've rolled it out into a snake, and then I'm just going to push it down and smooth it out. Make sure you're adding oven-baked clay adhesive while you do this. It'll help it stick and also help smooth it out better.
First, you're going to take some oven-baked clay adhesive or liquid polymer clay and place it inside, and then just place some white clay right over the top of that. You're going to continue to build up your cone by adding pieces all over the place. I added small pieces. This just helped make little grooves for the ice cream. But you're going to continue adding pieces all the way around until you get a drumstick shape. Now I'm just going to come in with my tool and I'm going to start adding texture. I'm going to speed up the video here a little bit while I do this. Now, because I want this to look like it's been bit, I took a little chunk out of the center, and then I'm going to take my silicone tool and I'm going to push down to make it look like little indents from teeth. Now, once you get your desired effect, you can go back in with your toothbrush to add some more texture. Make sure that you use it all over the cone. Now, I'm going to show you how to make some nuts if you haven't learned. I'm going to link my tutorial down below to get a little bit more in depth of the color of how I make my nuts. But basically, you just roll out some translucent clay and put some yellow, orange, and a burnt umber color on the outsides of a roll, and then you just cut it into small pieces, or whatever size pieces you need. But if you need it more in depth, I can go ahead and link my video down in the description below. Now you can go ahead and pop them in the oven and bake them according to the package. And this is what they should look like once cooled. Now moving on to the ice cream, we're just going to add some fake chocolate. If you have not learned how to make my fake chocolate, I can also leave that in a link in the description below. But you're going to add it all the way around the white part of the ice cream. Make sure that you don't miss any of the ice cream. And once you've gotten it all the way around, you can go ahead and grab your nuts. And you might want to cut these in half, but you can put them on a big or smaller, however you would like. Just continue filling up all the way around the ice cream cone. Now I find this best if you do not bake the white part of the ice cream cone first. I like to have it like kind of pliable so that I can kind of push these nuts inside to the white part and the chocolate. After adding all of your nuts, it should look something like this. And then here it is after it is baked. Thank you guys so much for watching. I absolutely had a wonderful time making this with you. If you have not checked out our Facebook group, Anything Art, please do so. Thank you so much again. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye!